Yo, what's up YouTube? Leo Sheng here, host of the Extreme Fly Fishing channel. Today is February 26th, 2018, my outing number 19 of this year. I am feeling the energy, folks. I don't know what energy it is, but I'm feeling it. So I'm back in Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, I'm here on the Schuylkill River in Center City, Philadelphia, and we are going to do a little bit of catfishing today. That's right. I believe that we have been kind of lazing out on the catfish. It has been quite a while, so I thought, why not hit the river and try to catch some monsters, right? Which is something that extreme fly fishing really doesn't usually do. Now, hear me out. My PB flathead catfish up to date, that is the Pilodictis olivaris, was actually a 30-pounder that I caught down in Chattanooga, Tennessee, on a collaboration with my friend Joe Jallison, right? AKA Chat Cats Fishing. But here on the Schuylkill River, my home waters, my PB flathead catfish is a measly 23-pounder from the shore, you know? And I mean, many anglers here in the Philadelphia area have already caught 30 pounds plus, 40 pounds plus. I feel like I'm kind of being left behind, you know? So anyways, right, besides flathead catfish, this portion of the river also has some channel catfish, the Ictalurus punctatus. I think my biggest one around here was in the range of like 7 pounds, you know? They don't really get much bigger than that in this portion of the river. But needless to say, let me tell you, today is prime conditions for flathead catfishing, okay? I mean, I don't know if they're gonna bite today, but let me tell you something, the river is raging. We had 2 days of rain previously, and you know, the river is high, it's muddy, it's saturated. You know that if there are any chances of you landing some nice catfish, today is the day. The spot that I'm going to be fishing is a spot right next to a bridge. During the winter time, when catfish are kind of sluggish, lethargic, they really like to hide away from the current by staying in deep pools of water. So I'm going to be hitting a deep hole right next to the bridge, and hopefully they're going to be stacked over there so we can catch some catfish, yeah? Now, I don't know if a flathead is going to show up in this video, but we will certainly try to catch one. So I'm going to go to the spot now. I'll see you guys over there. All right, there we go. Actually, a little bit deeper. Yeah, that's good enough. Ooh, all right. We are here at the spot. I just finished baiting my first rod that I'm going to cast out there. But before I do that, a lot of people usually come here on the channel and ask me, what is your setup, Leo, for flatheads, right? So let's just quickly go over the setup. Here in Pennsylvania, you are allowed to use 3 rods on the bank. I'm using 3 rods today, maximizing my chances of catching fish. I'm using pretty much the same thing I always do, my trusted Cast King combo for steel fishing. I'll be using 2 Cast King Pontus 4000 today, and back there I actually got a Cast King Sharky 3. All of them are bait runners. The spot that I'm fishing over here today is a little bit snaggy, so I know for a fact that I am going to lose a few rigs, okay? Because of that, I'm not going too light, but I'm not going too heavy on the line. I'm using 30 pounds Cast King Super Power braided line, and then just your traditional lip sinker setup, you know, a 2-ounce bank sinker. I usually use egg sinkers, but since the current is pretty fast today, I want a little bit more surface tension, right? Just using a Riptide swivel, and then 30 pounds fluorocoat leader, about 12 inches, and then a Gamakatsu 7/0 hook, right? A big hook for flathead catfish. Now for bait, we're just using juicy pieces of geezer shad, the Dorosoma cepedianum, right? A little while back here on the channel, I actually snagged this geezer shad, you know, my bunker snag in the salt in New Jersey. People kind of complain about that video, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really understand what I was trying to do, but there you go, right? I snagged those fish in New Jersey, and today I'm actually using them as bait. We're just gonna cast it out there. Doesn't need to be too far away. The hole is right here. It's pretty deep, so gotta let your line go all the way to the bottom. There we go. And then we are pretty much all set, you know? Set up the top drag on the bait runner, right? This is pretty good. Leave the rod down and just set the down drag so that when the fish pulls, yeah, there we go. So when the fish pulls, you know, this is how we want it. Perfect. Whoa, 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 son. Whoa, son. Is that trash or is that fish? You guys heard that, right? I mean, maybe it's just trash. Dude, I don't know, man. I think it was just trash. I mean, there's a bunch of trash down there, all right? But that was... Clicker went off twice, man. Definitely not a flathead, though. Maybe a channel? Wow, look at all this trash, bro. This is no joke, man. This is legit Schuylkill River stuff right here. I mean, bait is all right. Just gotta throw it back now. Something. I just had a run on this one right here. Very strong run. I'm pretty sure it was a... Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. There's something on this rod, man. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe a small channel catfish or something. This rod had 3 runs already, but no takes or anything, you know? I don't know. 12:52. All right. I admit it. Maybe it is a little bit too early in the year for us to be doing some flathead catfishing here on the Schuylkill River, right? I mean, it's still February. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, conditions for today were like prime, you know? But the only thing that was not so prime is, of course, the water temperature. Water temperature is still below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, you know? And 50 degrees is really the magic number for a lot of different species of fish out there. Below 50, not so active. After 50, it's like good, you know? So I started the fishing session this morning around 9 a.m. and right now it's like 1 p.m. We've been fishing here for about 4 hours. Now let me tell you, I set up the drag pretty good on my pontoons here and the Sharky 3 bait runner, you know, and meanwhile, 4 hours time, I had about 7 bites, you know, which isn't bad at all. But the thing is, the bites, they were not like flathead catfish bites, you know what I'm saying? Flathead catfish, when it takes your bait down there, it is just put it in its mouth and just swims with it. So when that happens and you are on top, what you see is your rod bend, right? And it doesn't come back, you know what I'm saying? It just bends and then the line starts to go out. That is how a flathead bites. All bites that I had today while fishing this spot, this deep pocket, were like short bursts, you know, on the bait runner. It's like zzz, and then nothing. Again, zzz, and then nothing, you know. So that makes me think that there are a bunch of channel catfish down there, the Ictalurus punctatus, but they're just too small. They can't really get to the hook, you know. I mean, I am using a 7/0 hook, you know, with like big chunks of bait. Like I said, main objective for this fishing session today was to catch a flathead catfish, right? Not the channel catfish. So, you know, it is time for me to go. I have to run a few other errands today. My first flathead catfish session of this year is ending up in failure, man. Prime conditions too, you know what I'm saying? But this is how it is. Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't, you know. And today was one of those days that conditions were just so good, but sadly no flathead catfish came out to play with us. I mean, go figure, you know. I probably gotta give it a little bit of time and come back here mid-March. Try again, like when the water temperature is around 50 to 55, that type of stuff. But this is it for today, you know. I would like to thank Casking for sponsoring this video. Even though we didn't catch any fish, this was my first flathead catfish session of this year, and I am not disappointed, you know. I chose a day where conditions are prime, so I maximize my chances of catching such a species of fish, and it just didn't happen, you know. Fishing is like that, folks. It's always a gamble. Hopefully next catfish video that I bring here on the channel, next flathead catfish video that I bring on the channel, we will actually be able to catch some fish. All right, let me start packing up the stuff now. Hopefully next fishing session on the channel is going to be more productive than this, yeah? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now this, like, here is, I think, the perfect size. Perfect size. Let's check, but I think this is about it. We don't want it too big, and we don't want it too small. So check that out. Now, if I put it here on the tape, yeah, this is about 6. This is about 6.5. 6 and a little bit more, right? Close to 7. This is a perfect size right here. We gotta take it. Like I said, this is all about selective harvest, you know. You don't want it too big, but you don't want it too small. You gotta take what is in between. Anything bigger than 7, we're going to put it back today. But this right here, like, you got the fillet out, 2 nice fillets right there.